My daddy was a crackhead and had 9 kids.
Depending on how her father treated her, did he court her? Did he listen to her? Did he make her feel important? Did he spoil her? Did he teach her to be strong? Did he...
Hello you guys, and welcome back to an episode of You're Not Wrong, the podcast. And today we have the lovely...
My name is Ness.
Hello, and then my name is Nakia, and thank you for tuning in to our podcast. So today's episode, we are definitely going to discuss... What is he going to discuss, friend?
What's heavy on your chest?
What is heavy on your chest? What is holding you back from life? That's what we're here to help you with.
Maybe we should talk about that, because I think that's been heavy on your chest.
What? What's heavy on my chest?
Things holding you back from life. Or things holding you back from your potential.
For sure.
So what's the issue?
Everything. No, I'm just playing.
How do we overcome it?
So today we are going to talk about daddy issues turning into dating issues. Ooh, friend.
Very important.
Ooh, friend.
Very important.
So what you think?
I think...
Go ahead, friend. What do you think?
I think fathers have a very great deal to do when a woman is dating, depending on how her father treated her. Did he court her? Did he listen to her? Did he make her feel important? Did he spoil her? Did he teach her to be strong? Did he teach her to go get it by herself, or to let a man give it to her? You know, it all depends. And then again, how did your father treat the women in his life other than you, like the other women?
Yeah.
That also, I think that plays a big part as well.
For sure. My daddy was a crackhead and had 9 kids.
So my daddy, he was a crackhead. That wasn't his choice of substance. He was an alcoholic.
What did it say? Hold on, friend. What did it say? No, it's like mommy's baby, daddy's maybe. Well, what is it about the crack pipe? It's something about the crack pipe, y'all.
My dad was in Africa, I think, when the crack was unleashed into
crack epidemic in the 80s.
He's still out there. But okay, so how do you feel like that affected you?
I feel like that affected me because I couldn't connect with men because he wasn't there. I look at all men like they are temporarily.
You look at them
it's
like
just
they're
your
all
turn.
Like they all have issues?
They all do have issues.
I know,
sure.
but is it like a... Do you just automatically assume like, he ain't going nowhere in life, or like... Is that the first thing you look like? Because I'm sure that...
I don't know. I think the number one thing, like if you have maybe... Like, if you smoke too much weed, if you pop pills, if you drink weed, I automatically think you're going to become a crackhead.
Okay, so you're afraid of vices and addictions, and I kind of am too.
Yeah.
But I have my own as well.
No,
so it's kind of, it's fucked up because in our DNA, you know, like addiction is like hereditary.
Hold on. Let me change that.
Look for it.
I feel like if you do too much, it's okay if you smoke weed a lot, but once you pop them pills and drinking and drinking lean, like, you get what I'm saying? It's a lot, then. It's a lot. So I get upset. Like, you're going to be a future crackhead. Jolly Rancher and what?
In the lean, girl, with some Sprite.
Oh, you know something I don't know about. But no, so I think you automatically going to be a crackhead, but ultimately, like, all jokes aside, I feel like that, the issues with my dad, I feel like, it just gave me a certain outlook, like, are you really going to be there? You get what I'm saying?
Oh, that's true. So that's like, abandonment issues right there.
Oh, for sure. I for sure have abandonment issues. But I feel like no matter, and that's the thing, like no matter what you went through in your past, or no matter what anyone shows you, no matter what anyone shows you, especially like your dad, you want to fight those problems like on hand. Whether you have to do it by yourself, because you don't want to keep the cycle going. Or sometimes when your father is a certain way, you tend to date men like him in little only so words. You get what I'm saying? So you definitely want to end that. So you definitely just try to figure out what was the error and how you don't make it, okay? So how about you? Like, what do you feel like your dad
I know
into dating issues?
Okay, like I know, for example, like, okay, as I already stated, you know, I'm African or whatever, so.
Or whatever.
Or whatever. My father was always a go-getter. Yes, I'm I'm admitting it. He always had the bills paid. We always had back to, I've never seen an eviction notice. The lights ain't never get cut off. We always had shoes on our feet, clothes on our back, food in the fridge, like. So like now when it comes to men, like I do feel like you are definitely supposed to provide and protect. Those are two things that should have been instilled.
Protect us from the drug dealers, no? No, they come to get their money on them. I'm dead. The drug dealers, you know how you get credit when you get a first of the month check, they come get it. Boom, 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 boom. We ain't go through that. He wasn't never with my mama for real, but I'm just like, can only imagine.
But yeah, so that's one thing and then so I can guess a bad thing on that would be like if I don't feel like you're able to like protect and provide, if I can't see you protecting and providing, you know, very well in the next 5 years, then I'm probably gonna be like,
you gotta have that personality trait to protect and provide.
You do. It has to be in you.
Yeah, it do.
It has to be.
It's not. You can't fake
that. Man has to want to do it on his own. It has to, with or without you, bitch. I'm about to go.
Yeah,
be something. Be somebody
over my kid or my girl.
Yes. Period. Without the girl or the kid, it has to be in them like from day one. It just has to be.
So concerning your dad and concerning the dads and like their different take of issues, what do you feel like was their childhood issues? Because you didn't really say an issue.
Oh, my dad?
What issues do you have? Wow.
With dating? I don't trust men. Like you said, I don't trust that they'll always be there. I don't trust that they want what they say they want. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't trust their motive. Stuff like that. It's just like a lot that I don't trust. My dad's also a hoe. You know what I mean? Like,
he's cute though, y'all.
Fine as hell.
Fine.
Probably weird for me to say that about my father.
We can exit that out, sis.
No, that's fine. He's a good looking man. It took me years to admit it. He's a very good looking man, but I don't know. I don't trust them. I don't trust their motive.
Okay, so what about his background that made you feel like he turned out that way?
My grandma.
But I feel like she capped. With all due respect, I feel like she's capping. I feel like she feels an emotional void. Go ahead.
Okay, that is
we gotta be real at the end of the day.
Okay, that's true.
We gotta be real at the end of the day.
So, fine. You want
Sorry, because she's trying to sugarcoat some shit. We gonna tell the truth without telling too much business. Let me make sure my lace not showing.
Okay, that's fine. So she wants, okay.
Yeah, we want the nitty gritty.
Okay, that's fine. Like, I'm not open to a lot of things. Like, I don't know how to take love. I do not.
That's what we want to hear. That's what y'all can relate to.
Okay, like, I don't know. Like, my significant other could just be, like, hugging me and kissing me all day, and I'll just be like, what do you want? Like, what?
Bit what?
Like, what is
Bit what do you
like,
want?
What?
Yeah. So, do you feel like what ties into, how does that tie back into your dad?
I never got kisses from my dad or was held by my dad or sat on his lap. I never really did none of that shit. So for like another man, it's just awkward. It's very, and I'm sorry, this is not even with men. Even my little sister, like my baby sister will come, she'll come and try to hug me.
And I'm a hugger too.
Yeah, and I'll be like, bro, what are you doing, bro? She might not have a kiss, and I'll be like, bro, no, like
it's the wrong time for this. I don't know when is the right time.
You too old. Like when she was like, look, I'm spinning. When you was like 10, okay, but now you're like 20. No, mommy, I cannot.
Yeah, true.
But that's something I'm working on.
You gotta work on that.
What about you? I'm sure you feel the same.
What? Come ahead.
You don't feel the same way?
Accepting love from men?
Yeah.
I give too much to these niggas.
No, I'm not giving that. I'm talking about
too much. Receiving?
Yeah, like if there's
I feel like, and due to the right conversation, I'll be like, oh my gosh, come here.
But that's bullshit.
It is bullshit.
In 30 minutes, you'll be in my face telling me how you don't believe none of it.
Hell no, I don't believe it. But I feel like This is gonna be a long pause. What'd you just say to me?
I said in 30 minutes you'll be in my face trying to tell me why you didn't believe it.
I just feel like it's the time. It's for the time being. It's because you're bored. I know when I show like excessive love, like I feel like I'm bored. I don't feel like I mean it.
Or scared.
I don't know. Or I might be scared. I'm not sure. But I just don't feel like, I don't know. I don't know, friend. I don't know. You point out some, you know me, so you point out some liars that you think I don't mind it.
Okay, well.
Bitch, I don't mind
She
it.
said I was emotionalist, so I'm going to try to go in and get her on this one.
Period. Get me friend.
Okay, I'm not going to just throw you under the bus. But
Throw me, bitch. Throw me.
Well, not yet, because I can't think of nothing. But for the both of us, I can say one thing. If a man cannot benefit you in any way, are we interested?
No, I might take some good dick.
And that might be a problem. I think
how is that a problem?
Some people will view that as a problem.
Y'all tell me in the comments if that's a problem. Because I really don't think so.
Are we wrong?
Yeah. Yes. Because at the same time, it's not like I go into a situation
expecting shit, and I understand
expecting it. I would take monetary support. I would take emotional support. I would take physical support. I take all of that.
Right.
But it gotta be genuine, or else I'm not gonna want it. And consistent, genuine and consistent, or I'm not gonna want it. I'm gonna think you're lying, which goes back into my initial thoughts. Niggas cannot be trusted. Or they'll be crackheads. No. But no, that's how I feel.
You either can't trust them or they're a crackhead.
They're crackhead.
Write this down,
between. One or between, because it's not too much of a thin line there. But so what do their past has to? What do you think they went through to make them that type of person?
So my father is 1 out of give or take 13, and
y'all was in the hood.
We was in a hut.
I called it the hood. Right?
Not really the hood, maybe a hut. But he was 1 out of 13, and he's the oldest boy out of the 13. And then he's also, he was raised by 3 other different men. So he lost his father when he was about 2 years old. So he didn't know him, didn't know anything about him, never seen him. And then he was raised by his siblings' fathers. So I think
I get the misguidedness, lostness type of vibe. Because I mean, if other people is raising you and you know who your dad is, but
he didn't.
He died or whatever.
He
Oh, he didn't. Oh,
that
okay.
was his too. When he did
He
die,
was a therapist.
right. But I think it's more of him not having that
male role model.
It's more love.
Yeah.
Like unconditional love.
Yeah.
Like when you're a mom and you're in Africa, you got 13 fucking kids and 4 fathers or baby dads or husbands or whatever the fuck they were.
Yeah.
It's hard to kind of like unconditionally love all these children. So I think my dad was never given that, and it was hard for him to give me that.
I don't think it might have been hard, because if you look at it, like, even the worst situation
later on in life, I didn't meet him until I was 6. So.
Ooh, that's another story, y'all. But I feel like every mother loves her child unconditionally.
Of course, she
but
does.
I feel like
you show
due to
that you love them.
But you gotta look at the state that the man she's with, that mental state that they're putting her in, to make it feel like to make her feel so weak she can't show that to her kids because she's so mixed up in what they got going on.
Or just trying to stay strong.
Yeah, but we don't know that until we go through that. And then, but I get it though.
So I would say that affected his childhood, which then probably affected mine.
Mm-hmm.
How about you?
I don't know.
You don't know what he went through?
I don't know. I feel like his dad might have died, but I feel like also...
About his mom.
His mom, my granny, she great. She great. She makes some fire pepper steak and rice, and her banana pudding and pound cake be on fire. And I just met them like maybe like a couple years ago, maybe like 7 years ago.
You met your grandma?
I need to call her out. Oh, I love her so much. She got the big booty. She was like, how you so big, my granny?
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yes. But I love her. But she's just like, they like, what the fuck he doing as well. So I just don't understand.
And then when I did go to back to Africa and I met my grandma and stuff, I did see that she was also very like
loving. No? Oh, okay. Oh, you can see where he got it from.
Yeah,
okay,
like she's kind of like tough love. Like,
ooh, I hate that.
Cold.
Yeah, no.
So for the
longest,
longest, I didn't agree with it. I hated it. I didn't like it. My dad was like that. I hate whatever. But as I got older, now out of all my siblings, you know, I've been doing it. I've been taking care of myself for a very fucking long time, and I wouldn't have been able to do that if my father didn't teach me. And I hope that nigga don't see this because I'm not thanking you for being extra hard on me. I am not. Sir.
Period.
But yeah.
Because it hurts. I think anybody who have kids, like, make sure you show them like as much attention, as much love, because that counts. That's what they look for. That's why they, and I honestly feel like,
and that's what makes people believe in themselves. Like, there's children who, I don't know which white man, was it Steve Jobs or one of them, they was adopted, right? And he was working at his parents' garage and he needed like his adoptive parents gave him like, I don't know if it was $100,000 to something they gave him his life savings to start his own company, and he flourished. So once you have that foundation of unconditional love and like confidence that is, you know, bestowed up onto you by your parents, essentially you'll be like invincible. Yeah, like nobody's gonna be able to.
Nobody's not gonna be able to tell you shit.
You're not gonna think your shit stinks no matter what. Like you're not, because you've never been told your shit stinks.
Period. And you should go through about life thinking like that.
Yeah, you really should. That's
not the episode.
That's like how you manifest, I guess.
You get what I'm saying? That's how you feel versus how people view you. Because people may know they might see so much potential in you, but they still make you feel like shit.
Right. Or people can see so much potential in you and you don't see it in yourself.
True. But usually it's haters. So, in my opinion.
No, I'm saying like me, I'm telling you, like, I see so much potential in you. You'll tell me the same.
Yeah.
But I'll be like, well,
where?
Sometimes.
Bitch, where?
Right.
I'll see it. No.
I'll see it.
And I'm not gonna like make you believe. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. You gonna get, either you gonna stop being my friend or instantly get mad at me or get tired of me, because no ma'am. So what have you done to overcome those feelings that your father has gave you, unfortunately? So we can give the viewers maybe like a tip if they related to the situation anyway. Like just feeling like abandoned, misloved. Is that a word?
Now it is.
Now it is, period. Misloved, not being paid attention to. You just, and actually you're a parent, so the stuff that you give to your child you wish you could have gotten. You know what I'm saying? So you look at how could you not. You get what I'm saying? And I don't have any children, but even the children I'm close to, I just want to love on them and just like talk to them and just tell them like, yo, I don't give a fuck what your mama take me through. TT Kids coming to the rescue, period.
And do you wish you had somebody like that as a child? And
for sure, but I did.
Why did you feel like, okay,
I did. I'm not even gonna lie. The reason why I act so fucking retarded most of the time is because my auntie Barbara, she always told me, be yourself. Who gives a fuck? Who don't like it? Be motivated, because you can never steer yourself wrong. Just know you are beautiful and you deserve more.
Hennessy.
Y'all want me Hennessy? Y'all ain't ready. Oh, you can go look in the previous videos. I did a little thing. Hennessy down there.
So irritating. Come here.
Oh,
okay, this is our third co-host.
Period.
Hennessy. Okay, go back down.
So what did you do to overcome those feelings? Or do you feel like you have overcome them? Or what steps are you making to overcome them?
When I was like 15, it fueled me. All those feelings, all the feelings of not feeling, but like,
Hold on.
so, Yeah, all those feelings for me growing up, at least when I was a teenager, it fueled me, it had me very determined. Like I was, I worked a lot. I had like 8 jobs by the time I graduated high school. So I used it to fuel me essentially. But then I was like so hyped up that I think I eventually crashed. Because it wasn't necessarily fixing anything. It was just kind of like throwing it under the rug, sleeping. Like, I'm going to just make all this money and pay
like,
my bills
as
and I'll
of
be
today,
okay.
how are you dealing with those issues? Are you still dating the men?
Mm-hmm.
Are you still looking
I had to
for...
completely change the way I thought when it came to my dad, because even though my father treated me a certain way, the way he treated my mother was different, or the way he treated my sisters was different. So I kind of started looking for a man I started looking for a man that was similar to the way my father treated my sisters and my mom. Mm-hmm. So I turned around, like I knew he treated, maybe the way he treated me was like not that great, but I knew he was capable of. And then I started paying attention to the women, my sisters and my mom. They're just some entitled ass bitches. Period. They're not like me where it's like, oh well, if they can't, it's cool, I got it or whatever. Them it's like, well, if you can't do it, you're not a man. Like if you're not able to make me happy or, provide for me, then they'll just completely denounce your whole masculinity.
But I feel
like Rosa,
you still deal with that, but I think you deal with it in your own way. I feel like for the right person, zone 6, I don't think he give you everything you want, but you really like him. Mm-hmm. Is that true? But it's hard for her to say that shit.
I really like him.
She do.
It's easy to say I ain't getting everything I want.
That too, but I think you really like him. So I think you're capable of being soft-hearted.
I definitely am.
You are. I would say that's why mentality.
Which is why I'm afraid to like voice it, because I already know it's in me. I don't really need to speak it. Like my demeanor comes off cold, but I know on the inside I'm like teddy bears and fucking rainbows.
Yeah, look that way. You don't cut that off.
What about you?
Okay, we gotta make sure we can film. I feel like I have already like surpassed the being hurt.
She likes to tell herself that.
I do, but listen, I feel like I have. But maybe it's a coping mechanism.
What if okay, let me say this, Nakia. You're not done hurting until you stop. You're not recovered from hurting until you stop hurting.
I feel like, but I honestly feel like, see, this is the thing. So, due to my daddy issues and my abandonment issues, I never felt like I've had like unsuccessful relationships. I feel like from the time that I started fucking was the time I actually cared about niggas. So, from that time, like every
trying to tell me they were all successful?
They was. And my own way. It wasn't because of me.
But friend, you're not with them no more. They could have been.
It wasn't because of me. I was self-sabotaging at that point.
And I mentioned that earlier in the car.
And
I was like, if you got the perfect guy to come and do whatever, I was like, either going to hypnotize you or you're going to self-sabotage.
And most of the times they do both.
Right.
I do both. But it's like every relationship that I've been in, like, and we're all cool to this day, but I feel like it has taught me something. Like one relationship taught me how to not be so selfish. One relationship taught me how to not be so vocal about stuff that's not going to matter in 20 minutes. One taught me how to actually love or make a person feel loved. So I'm grateful for all those past relationships because they grew me, unfortunately. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like the decisions I make now, I'm just a fucked up individual towards me. But it's not because of my daddy, it's because of me. It's because of him. We're going to blame it on him, y'all. I don't know.
Because you have to understand, like, these people that come from homes where their parents was together and then they end up getting married, before they hit 30, and that's not for no reason. It's because that was their environment. They had that successful, structured
household.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, these days, you know, it's so hard to do that because you got a baby with here and him and there, and you taking them over here. And
so, ladies, stop having babies by so many niggas. I understand, and I'm definitely from.
It's also men too. Men
men too.
Don't be just.
But we got the initial say.
Either.
We got the initial say.
How?
And I'm not pro-abortion, but I'm pro.
I am
protecting yourself.
I'm pro-abortion.
Like,
if it's your body, you can do whatever the fuck you want to do.
You can do whatever you want to do. I don't care whether you have it or not.
Pro-abortion, that's what'll stop having a little DD over there and a little CC over
JJ.
there. Yeah, no. It's not
man. But like, no, but I feel like either you should stop making those decisions to get pregnant, or sometimes you just don't know. But I feel like you should definitely wait and try to kind of like figure who you are as a person. Because if I had a kid now, without ignorant shit, I feel like baby is a serious situation, so I'll be more seriously. So I'll be more serious. Sorry, y'all, I could talk most of the time, but I'll be more serious. So I don't want to bring drama his way because I don't want him to be a dad to my child. But hopefully that's not the situation that I will be in, because I really don't want to have children if I get married. But you fuck up, and honestly, I feel like it's a plus and a bonus. Once you have a kid while you're young, I mean, you literally grow up with your child.
Period.
Like, that's the bonus. Like, you're not that, you're not like, oh, my back hurt. My back hurt now, bitch.
Yeah, no.
It do. So, you can grow up with your child, but on the flip side, I feel like being the age that I am and actually don't have kids, I would probably, you know how some people stay hung up over their baby daddies and stuff like that?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I won't be like that. I'll really look for the best interest for the child, and I won't try to keep them. Unless it's an unsafe situation, I'm definitely going to let you be a part of your kid's life versus like, I'm putting my feelings aside for the greater of my child. Okay, so I don't know if I answered how I overcame it. Basically, how I overcame it, I just felt like I just really, like, it took me a minute to just like honestly just like sit back and figure out what was my issues, man. Why was I able to open up? Why did I have people confessing to me and then I just laugh in their face? Like, why was I so cold-hearted towards men? But that definitely scared from my dad. But I had to forgive him.
But why were
a lot of fucking forgiving.
Like, what was it? What made you not be able to open up? Or why were you so mean to laugh in their face when they opened up? Like,
I don't know. Me and my friend's favorite story is, no, honestly, I don't be giving a fuck. But me and my friends, like, favorite story is like, this nigga, we was on a porch, we was little, probably like 17, 18. He stood under the street light with a bat. He wanted to be my ass. So I said, bitch, if he run up, you better get his ass. Like, it was gonna be on and popping. Like, bitch, not even about to come hit me with a bat. But he was walking late at night, so he had a bat. Or maybe he was gonna beat my ass. I just don't know at this point. But I'm gonna ask him just for y'all. Leave that in the comments what you thought he was about to do to me. But yeah, so that's how I cope with it. I forgave him. So I definitely just forgave him for everything that he was going through. 20-something years old and was unable to be a great father to me. I forgave him because I understand it. Just think about how confusing our 20s was, early 20s.
No.
No. I forgave him. The shit be going on. So,
because I had a daughter at 21, so
yeah,
and I'm in her life. I've been in her life. So, what was your excuse?
Mommy's babies, daddy's babies. I don't know, but that's just how we cope with it. So, in my personal opinion, I feel like if you can forgive them and whatever they might have been going through, that'd be a plus.
Oh, but one thing I did want to...
And actually heal from it. Just heal from it and forgive. That's my advice to you guys. What about you?
Well, this wasn't advice. I was going to mention how sometimes, not sometimes, what I do one thing that I did do in my relationships that I recognize is that I will date men that I almost know for a fact subconsciously will not be able to meet my expectations.
Ooh. But I mean, I can't say so that. Your expectations is your expectation.
Right. So I'll think like, oh, he got a little potential, or maybe, or he treats me really well, or whatever the case might be. and I'll tell them like, yo, for now it's straight, but I'm gonna want more later. 9 times out of 10,
You gotta
not
want
able
more
to
now and slack up on them, ease up on them later.
See, I'm not like that. See, that's why they would probably be thinking, what is wrong with this bitch? I go 0 to nothing. Like, I'm cool, I'll pay my bills to where's the house at? Where I done gave you time now. What you should be flourishing. Like, but I think that's self-sabotaging as well, because if you know initially that they probably won't be able to meet your expectations and you still deal with them, you are self-sabotaging, right? You are. You're settling.
I feel like, but there's a backstory to that. So if he's doing what he gotta do, and you get what I'm saying? Because, I mean, to buy a house and to get married, that's like a big step. And some guys, I respect the fact that they want to be a little bit more, the sensible Nakia, this is the sensible Nakia talking. They'll want to be more settled, more savings, and then credit right before they get married. But ultimately, I feel like before you even get married, you should be able to give your wife a house, not even pay for it. We're not saying you gotta buy a house, but just get in the groove in the house. You get what I'm saying? Like
the point of taking care of a household.
Like, you get what I'm saying?
Correct.
So,
protecting and providing. Look at you.
But how did you overcome your dad issue?
I don't know if I.
She ain't done dealing with him. She really not. But it's a learning lesson. So what do you feel like the steps that you need to take to get over that?
Probably talking to the ugly man.
Nah, the ugly man. Book. Never mind.
Honestly, there's nothing that anybody else could do. It's something I have to do with myself. And it's, like you said, it's forgiving and just accepting.
Accepting that they probably went through some stuff that made them like that.
I'm sure he did. I know he did.
Because sometimes horrible people are born, but sometimes, most of the time they're molded into that horrible person.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, what was your final answer? You don't even know.
I'm gonna try to forgive him, but the nigga got a pop. He need to get on his knees and cry.
He need to go on his granddaddy skills.
Something, anything.
Something. But so you got me who kind of figured the shit out, but I'll probably still
that's a good answer. Being like, if he was to become like this great granddad, like my mom, I forgave her for so much because she's like this great grandma now.
Yeah. Him, Amaha. Listen, you still got work to do. But so you got me who just wants forgiveness and just move on. Then you got
I want your blood, sweat, and tears.
Period. We need you to be there with every broken curtain, everything that bursts in my house. You need to be coming over to fix it, bitch.
Simple shit like that.
We just need you to step your game up in our adult life.
My tire
maybe
it's left me loosey, right and tidy, right? No,
Period.
he taught me that. So
I taught you that, friend.
No, you didn't.
No. So, okay. So hopefully you guys found the answers. If not, even if you want to write us, we are going to start a Patreon so you can bring in your experiences so we can talk about it and tell you our best advice. But you see, we some messes, so I don't know if y'all want our advice, but that Patreon will be up.
It'll be honest though.
It will be
honest.
And I've been through a lot of stuff. As you guys want to see throughout this podcast journey, it's terrible. Little black girl from the hood. That's what we should call. No, I'm just playing.
African girl from the hood. But then
black girl from the hood, African girl from the hood.
But then I got moved to the hood. It's like
you got moved to the hood.
Oh my
damn.
God.
Now we ain't got a hood, we got a home. But damn, it's still cloudy in here. No, I'm just playing. So
one thing I also would like is if any viewers have any questions or any like ideas or topics that you would like for us to answer or discuss, please leave that in the comments and we can look at them and see
for sure
which ones we want to tackle.
Or we haven't created an email for this, so they can even email us. But just leave your comments below of any input, comments, or whatever you want to say. We're open to negatives and positives. And make sure you go ahead and click that subscribe button.
Be prepared to get some negative back though.
Period. We gonna be honest, because I don't know who be lying to y'all. So what's new though? What's new? Period.
What's new
in your life?
Other than the pandemic.
Oh, she said the
This is a
plan.
The
The plan.
Everybody.
Y'all heard fucking raw. Oh, what?
Everybody's to fucking
Oh,
plan.
y'all heard fucking raw and y'all gotta take plan B's. Cause that nigga keep nutting you cause he bored. And they feel good.
Don't do it. Your ovaries
Don't
get
do
fucked
it. Don't do it. You gonna be on your period 18 times a month. The fuck? What? No, for real. Is that it? So just the pandemic.
up. The pandemic. What's been? I don't know. What's been new for you?
Oh, y'all know what I recently started doing? This is true life. Everybody knows that broke men has the best penis.
I knew she was going here.
And I'm sorry, but this is new for me. It's new for me, honestly. So usually, like, I would talk to other people, but I would make sure I keep that thigh out on deck. Now I'm trying not to keep that thigh out on deck because it's the pandemic.
What that
It's the
thigh
plan.
out mean?
That thigh out. Boop. Yes, all of that.
Okay.
So I've been trying to keep that under wraps because y'all, because I feel like during the pandemic, we've been out here misusing these Plan Bs, and I know it because when I go to CVS and get me one, it'd be like one in there, and I take one, it'd be like two in the thing.
Where?
CVS.
Wait, it be two.
It don't
Delete this part. It's two pills and one of the Plan B things.
No.
Oh my
it'd be
God,
like-
y'all paying $60 a pop for these. And
No, it'd be like in the rows. You know how you go to the row because they used to have them behind the counter.
Imagine if they started selling Plan B on the street.
Bitch, that's what I told my sister to do. Cause she said she get them cheaper at the place, the abortion place. So I told her to start begging them bitches on the street after hours.
After hours for real, bitch. You know it stays 72 hours.
You know you just fuck that nigga at 1 a.m.
So hit me up on the 70th hour and I got you, boy.
I got you.
And then you know you gotta charge double because it's emergency.
But people be really like embarrassed to go get Plan B's and
I do
condoms
too,
as
in
women.
there.
So it'd be nice if you sell them like after hours. So we find out.
Right.
So I had to recently but my whole motto is I feel like I'm just coming to a deeper understanding with myself, and it's personal. I feel like even with men, sometimes I would keep like the beneficial out there, like the motivational men to the side and still be having relations with like a man that just has good penis and really don't offer anything.
Let's call him the fun guy.
The fun guy. I still have relationships.
But then
with the fun
technically
guy.
that's not the fun. The fun guy is the one you go out and drink and.
Yeah, because that situation is depressing.
Which one? The broke dick?
Yeah, because they're trying to
the
bring you
broke
checkers and rallies and stuff, and we don't like that. So
well, I mean, we do, but only if we paying for it. Shit.
that's all I'm saying.
I don't
I don't
even
get
get
a
in the car.
4 with my friend.
That's what I'm saying. Not with
But so I have learned how to leave them alone, and me, I'm just searching for like better people. Better definitely men, because it's nice to have like a man support you in whatever you're trying to do and be like engaged in a conversation. And sometimes that man will just be there to like give you babies, basically babies and problems. So
we don't need them.
we don't need them.
Get them.
So that's what I've been focused on. So that's what's new with me. He called me today, but I turned him down, friend. I blocked him.
That's what I was about to say.
Okay. So, what you ain't wrong for, friend?
This week?
Yeah.
Ooh, the month of February.
Black History Month. No?
Right. No, but I'm not wrong for that. I ain't doing that.
Yeah.
Okay. Valentine's Day. Did you give or not give your boo a present?
Did you give your boo a present? This bitch is beyond ghetto. Her and they got her some flowers, some chocolates, just like the basics. She was so unappreciative. And you was wrong. You was wrong. You was wrong, bitch.
Oh.
You was wrong.
How was I wrong?
That was a cute little gesture. It was a gesture. It wasn't no surprise, but I feel like it was a good gesture.
But it was Valentine's Day. It wasn't Good Gesture Day.
Ooh,
You know what I'm saying?
It wasn't Friday. It wasn't payday.
What
You
that mean?
niggas get on payday.
What that mean?
What?
What does that mean?
What you mean?
What you mean it wasn't payday?
It wasn't payday. I mean, as you looked at that gift like a simplest term. So the simple something that happens frequently is payday, not Valentine's Day. So you feel like he should have really went more so out of his way.
Absolutely.
What the fuck he did.
It fucking should have been payday. Is what I thought. It should have been payday.
Oh my god, I'm dead. He should have brought over a consumer bill receipt.
Oh.
Oh, a Georgia Power receipt.
Something.
That would have.
I was baffled. And then you gonna ask me, did I give him something? What did he get? I mean, it's random niggas on the street right now that'll probably give me a teddy bear and some chocolate and some roses in a heartbeat to get my phone number.
Yeah, this is acting real petty around Valentine's Day.
Who?
I don't know. I ain't had no Valentine, Joe.
I didn't either.
I sat in the house and watched Netflix all day. I had me some wine.
I went to sleep.
Somebody text me happy Valentine's. I was like, you bitch. And I'm like, any other fucking day, you'll be like, oh, let's go out, let's do this. If you with your wife, just say that. You ain't wrong. You really not.
You are fucking wrong.
You are. But if you got a wife, I expect an extra good Valentine's Day gift. Oh, sorry, never mind.
That's some bullshit, man.
Mm-hmm.
You got a wife, leave me the fuck alone.
Period. But we're gonna go ahead and wrap this episode up. So
Wait, what you ain't wrong for?
Oh, my bad. Oh, I said, oh damn, well, I ain't wrong for not having no Valentine's Day.
No, you're
Person. I say it by myself, but meanwhile, I go out to dinner 3 nights a week, but they ain't want about Valentine's.
Who needs a Valentine's when you living like that?
I do. Bitch, I wanted something.
You want a fucking teddy bear?
Something.
I mean, my shit at home, I don't even want that shit.
Okay,
I'll give it right
sample
to
man. I hate it here. No, that shit was funny.
It's okay. I know my husband's coming to save me, and I can't wait till he fucking get here. Hurry the fuck up.
Or he gonna have to tighten up his game. So y'all, thanks for tuning in, and hopefully you got some answers or something. I feel like I got answers from my daddy issues turned into dating issues. I'm comfortable with it. Just don't date crackheads.
Don't date alcoholics either.
Yeah. Wow. But they be promoting me for the folks.
But I'm not dating her, so I'm just like.
But thank you guys for tuning in. Hopefully you guys got some answers. But if you didn't, make sure you leave that comment below, because we definitely want to hear about the content that you want us to make. Because you are important as well. And this podcast is here to discuss about global problems, okay? We want to know what all about
global. Sorry.
Global, bitch, we're starting global.
Global.
Cause we're starting global.
Global.
But hopefully hearing this, like, you forgive and forget, and maybe expect for them, you want him to become a better person in your adulthood life. Like, maybe you can just accept stuff like that without being too, because at the same time, hold on, let me say this. So even if a person did you wrong in their past, maybe their influence or whatever they was
doesn't have to be bad.
You get what I'm saying? Or maybe now I'm trying to close this shit out and these bitches keep up with me. Who's this? Oh, God. Okay, so maybe like what we expect. I really hope they helped y'all, but I also want to hear y'all feedback. So go ahead and click that subscribe button, because I want y'all to get a little notification every time we upload, because we're going to try to focus on deeper issues. We don't want to be that podcast that just talks about fuck shit. But unfortunately, fuck shit, it comes out of my mouth sometimes. But we just really want to focus on other issues so we can move on. Because us as a culture, we got to let go of that hurt. We definitely got to let go of that hurt.
Do.
So go ahead.
Wait, before you say that, I think the hurt in the culture is trickling down to generation to generation.
And we have to stop that now.
I don't think it's, I think it's bad.
I mean, So if you guys have any input or want us to do a part 2, go ahead and comment that down below so we can make another video.
Comment, like, and subscribe.
3. Put your questions and answer down below. So we're gonna go ahead and thank you. So thank you for watching this video and come again.